all, my dear friends and respected teacher. Today we all are gathered here to discuss something about the burning topic of our India, that is the farming bill. I think that it has been started since Modi government has passed through the legislation from on 27th of September 2020. And after passing bill, the negative and the positive points are coming out, and that is why it has become the burning topic of India. First of all, we should know that what is the farming bill. It always comes or created by the government each after each 5 years after the tenure of the government, means whenever it changes or whenever the new government forms. And from the farming bill of 2020, there has been 3 points which had been declared by the central government to work on this, and for the benefits for the favor of the farmers. And to discuss something more on this topic, now I would like to request from Avish to say something about this.
We all have seen that recently our government has passed the new farm law. Basically, there are 3 laws and 1 amendment. First of all, the Farmer Trade Commerce Bill. It basically deregulates the deregulates the mandis. Now the farmer and trader can sell outside the state also, and there will be no tax. No, there will be no tax. There will be no foundation, and there will be no tax on any kind of transaction. Before that, any kind of transaction between farmer and trader, there were some tax levied by state authorities. Second bill is basically about the agreement between farmer and trader. This will ensure that what kind of agreement will be happen. And there in this bill, it also says that in case of any kind of dispute, this will be resolved by sub-divisional magistrate, and if it is not resolved in that, it will go up to collector level. And third bill include Essential Commodities Act. This bill mainly is focused to remove the stock limit of various essential commodities like paddies, wheat, and many more goods. And restriction will be imposed in case of emergency only. In case of horticulture crops, price will be checked when the price has rise up to 100%. And in case of non-perishable items, the prices will be checked by government only when it reaches the 50% of its initial price. Nilesh, I would like to ask that how it is good for our farmers.
It is good for farmers because they don't have to ask only government to sell their crops. They can sell their crops in third party also, like Bicholia and other dealers.
Now,
so as you said that the farmers have, the government have given the permissions, they sells their crops to anyone.
Yes.
So in the past time it's also going before bill the passes.
Because but it is given a but now it is given a law that you can do legally with now you can do legally without not worrying about any legal action will be taken against them.
there is a very resounding word, that is MSP, and
Yes.
it is buzzing all around related to this farming bill. Can anyone please describe about this?
MSP is generally fixed by the government before the crop is grown by farmers. It is generally done for the upliftment of economic level of farmers, economic state of farmers. MSP is good for is meant to be good for farmers, but in the point, but in the but on the other context, it is very bad for government, because if government is buying some some rice for rupees 25 kg, and he's selling that rice in rupees 2 kg, then it will be a very price, then it will be a very big price differentiation in which loss was faced by government only. Then who will think, then who is the person in this world that will, who wants to face loss? Everyone wants to earn profit.
The only 6% of farmers they sells their crops to the MSP, and what about the 94% of the farmers?
94%.
What they will do?
94% of farmers sell to third party, as I have told earlier.
The third party. So as the bill was passed, then the first in the first means the first bill, they says that APMC has been closed. It has to be closed.
APMC is not closed. It is done. It is done on the online. It is done on online process.
APMC has been not closed.
It is done on online.
A parallel system was trying to create.
If a farmer of Bihar wants to sell the dealer of Maharashtra, then he can do with online system. I don't. So APMC is not closed.
Only it is a rumor which is being just spread all through the
By anti-social elements.
amongst the farmers that APMC will be closed and Mandis will be closed, but nothing is going to be closed. And after since it has been passed from that 27th of September 2020, none of the APMC or the Mandis has been closed, and now it will still continue. But farmers are understanding just that only basis of the rumors that one day it will be closed, but no, it is not at all.
Might be.
But what I have seen that these bills are introduced, but there is nothing new in this bill. Before this bill, farmer are also doing contract farming, and farmer can also sell in other state
But
also.
I think that before this bill, I think that they were not free to sell their products.
Traders are not allowed to sell other state. Farmers can sell in any state.
And
It is not restriction for the farmers.
And for the traders, it is free. It is free, or there is the means
There is a restriction, and there have to be license for the traders to sell inside within the state only. So it is restriction in the traders, not on the farmers, because companies like Lay's, PepsiCo, they are already doing contract farming with our farmers. So I think there is nothing new in Farm Bill 1. In Farm number 2, the contract farming, the agreement, it is basically just exploiting our farmer, because if you can't go to court, do you believe
Yes.
that higher authority of government will favor the
Yes.
government is
Then
ensuring
in that case, what will the farmer do?
government is ensuring, and that nothing will be happen and nothing bad will be happen to the farmers, and government is ready to talk that if you have if you have any project, if you have any leader, then please form the group of or core group of 4 to 5 leader, come before us and sit, and please share the problem, that what is the you have the problems, and what don't you understand about these kind of bills. But I think that they are according to me, they are doing the wrong behavior with the rules and regulation of our central government.
I think if there is nothing new, then why to introduce this?
Yes.
There is
Because these bills are it is favoring only corporate. Only
If-
trader are
if
benefited by
there
these
is
bills.
nothing new, as you have said that if there is
Then why
nothing,
government is
why-
imposing new laws?
if there is nothing new, then why the farmers are protesting?
They are protesting because after this, the mandis will stop procuring the crops.
This has been only the protest has been only occurred when after the 27th of September.
Yes.
No.
Then the
Farmers are
third bill-
protesting from 6 months in Punjab and Haryana.
Because
When they have come to
because
Delhi,
the-
they are getting highlighted.
I will give you. I am giving you just 2 to 3 years, as you have said that there is nothing new. If nothing new means nothing new, then I think that farmers should have protested from the means what 2015 to 2014.
Basically, the ground reality is that in Bihar, APMC has been scrapped in 2006, and the farmer
And
of
MSP also has been.
no MSP is there, but APMC committee has been scrapped up. So the farmer of Bihar can sell anywhere in the country, and contract farming will be applied in there. But even now, after 14 years,
That's
the,
why
they
they
But,
didn't have
the
that much
farming
growth,
has been
and they
increased.
have to sell their crops below the MSP price, or we can say less than 50%.
But how do
Because-
government accept their crops if they don't have a sufficient amount of storage facility?
Yes, this is the
How
case.
they will accept
This
it
is
in
the-
MSP?
This is the
This is the lack of government, because government should build that kind of infrastructures that
we
farmer
can say
can
that
easily
it is
sell
a
their
corruption.
goods.
I am giving you just example. If there is nothing new in this topic, and if you don't, I think that according to you have said that you are just against this farming bill. Means okay. And I think that what about the current situation of the Jharkhand? Jharkhand government, Hemant Soren is just denying to take the any rice or paddy.
So farmer only have
production
to sell their product
to their MSP, which the government
corporate.
mandate. If there is nothing new and the farmers or the traders would not have allowed to sell their production after the mandate of the state, then what in this type of situation what will be the condition of the farmers?
Again, if that new farmer is that much beneficial, then why the
Why they
farmers?
are protesting?
Why the farmer of Bihar are that much poor? They are leaving their
Yes,
traditional
then why
farming
go
job
to
and they are
another
going to
city
other
for the
states for
work?
They are
working and
not.
jobs.
Yes.
They are not only poor from 2 to 4 months. Their condition is.
But
From
but
in
before
2006,
but before
they have
APMC
closed.
before APMC has been scrapped, they are getting good price for their crops.
Do you know they are not poor? They are seasonal poor. They are seasonally poor.
But
If,
according to reports, their income has been decreased.
Yes.
And lots of
the
farmers
farming
are.
also decreased.
according to my
I have reports.
according
I have reports.
to my research, 21 times of farmers' income was increased since 1950. But on the other context, if we see the income of FCI income or any other employees, their income is increased by 180 times. So basically, it is the reason for committing suicide by farmers. If
But at that time, they sell their crops at the
Yeah,
is one.
because they are not selling their goods in APMC money. That's why they are not
Yeah.
getting good money.
But
So they are.
They have to.
if
that's why
farmers'
they
income
go
is
to
9,000, then if farmers' income is 9,000, on the other hand, we see that any public government teacher had income of rupees 1 lakh. So there is a big
Yeah, that's
price
why I am
increase.
saying that government should fix MSP each and every year, so that just
Yes.
like the government teacher salary growth, their MSP price should also be
That is
growth, because the
yes.
price of pesticides, fertilizer, and cost of manures and different things are increasing day by day. But the price of crops are
Has been
not
decreased.
not increased as per the increase in.
So don't you think that MSP is creating an extra burden in our economy?
No, not at all.
Yes, it is creating a lot of burden. If we
So-
see in a large amount, it is creating a 1,000 crore of loss for our government.
Did you even know how corporate works? Big companies like Nike, H&M, and many big companies, what they do to make artificial scarcity in the market, they literally burn their extra goods so that there should be a scarcity of their products.
So why they should buy extra crops if they know that their requirement is this much? Then why should they demand for more?
So my concern is only that what will happen if all the crops are purchased by the corporate, and after some time they hoard it and its prices increase, and even if some crops are waste and price will rise, then when prices are, they will sell in high prices in the market. Then who is responsible for that high
But
prices?
if farmers of different state
And because farmer has sold it,
of different state grow similar crops like farmers of Maharashtra grow onion and farmers of Bihar will also grow farmers. Then in the case of hoarding, is it will become a reason that hoarding will increase the price of that crops?
yeah,
No, because it is grown on large quantity.
Yes. I think that as you have said that what will happen if all the things will be purchased by the corporate.
yeah,
I think that you must have heard and you must have studied about the mandis and APMC.
Yes.
That government has said that none of the APMC or the mandis will be closed.
but
And then what is the guarantee of this?
But I am saying that you have said that none of the mandis will close. But in Bihar, just after APMC
2006.
6 has been scrapped,
Yes.
then next year government is not willingly to purchase foods from crops from farmer.
Government are willing to purchase.
No, government has reduced their purchase
If the farmers will.
to attract the corporate player,
If the
and because of that, farmer have to sell their crops in through higher prices. They are not getting enough prices
Yes.
for their crops.
I think that there is not.
So
any-
if the bill is that much beneficial, then why the farmers of Bihar are suffering?
only the.
It is a fail model.
And they just do a work in
It is
other
not the
cities.
problem of only the. It is not the problem for the farmers of Bihar or the farmers of the Punjab.
What is the guarantee that if the
This is-
farmer of Bihar has not get benefit, then suddenly all of the Indian farmer will get
Yes.
benefit from them?
This is the long-lasted problem, and this will be cured not.
14 years.
presently,
How
only
much time
yearly.
it will need? 14 years has been given to Bihar, and still he has not growth. in that
Who
field.
has given the 14 years to the Bihar?
Nitish.
No,
Nitish Kumar.
Yeah, Nitish has.
Then what was the condition of Bihar before Nitish Kumar? Suppose you don't know even how to write English, means how to write your name in English, and before that you don't know what is ABCD. Even the
I have
ABCD or
reported that
ABCD.
before the scrapping of MSP, they are getting good prices from mandis. After introduction of mandis, suddenly the prices of essential crops has been decreased for the farmers, but the prices in the wholesale, the price has been increased by 100%.
First of all, I think that before saying anything on this topic, you should know the condition of means you should know the condition of the farmer. That what were the condition of the farmers in earlier time, and what is the condition of the farmer, and what the government is trying to do. First of all, I think that everybody should give at least 1 to 2 years to work on this bill. After that, if the condition will not be improved,
Bihar has
then-
got 14 years to experiment on this bill, but nothing result has come. What kind of experiment government is trying to
if
prove?
this
Absolutely
bill,
or something like
if this bill is that much old, then why I think that according to you, then government is foolish, or at the,
Yeah, government is
or
trying
they
to
are,
fool all
or
of
they
the
are
country.
trying to make the us fool.
Yes.
No, it is not.
Totally corrupted.
If you are thinking like this, then you are the foolish one. Because there is something new, and I think that we the people are not getting ready.
Can you explain what is new in that bill?
And you are first of all the trader system. That
Yeah.
during this condition, I have given you the one example earlier.
The trader is so it is beneficial for trader.
I am just giving you example. If I am
No, first of all, give me how the new base is new and how it will benefit.
the same thing I am telling you now. First of all, be patient and listen. I am just telling you that by giving the example of the Jharkhand Sarkar, the Jharkhand government, that what Hemant Soren is doing. He is just telling that I have a sufficient stock and I can't take more goods from the
Okay.
farmers or the even any person. Then in this condition, suppose that I am the farmer and I have a huge amount of production, but I am bound to sell my all the production within my estate. Then at that time, what I will do with all my
Farmers are
production?
not bound to sell within the estate. Traders are bound to sell the crops within the estate.
farmers are bound to sell their product.
No.
product
There is-
limited.
there is-
Okay.
No law are
Because
made for the
they also
farmers.
have to prepare for the next crops which
In
One minute.
On which the farmers
minute,
are
1
restricted
minute.
to sell in other states.
I will clear you. 1 minute. if the traders are bound to sell their means if there is a foundation on the traders that they can only sell and purchase within their state.
Within the APMC
Okay,
mandi
okay.
only.
From whom they will purchase or
From farmers?
from the farmers.
Yes.
And if the traders will deny itself that I am not going to purchase
Then where
purchase
where do
your
they
goods
go?
because I am not allowed to go and sell my production to the it means interstate to do the business of
Yeah,
the
so
interstate. Then at that time I think that it is the new because it was not the policy in the earlier
So
government
it is
or in earlier
the
system.
so it is the policy for the traders, not for farmer, na?
It is the indirectly it is going to benefit the farmers.
Yeah, so it is so it is
No. Indirectly, it is going to benefit the farmer.
With
So why
understand.
naming that it is good for farmers then? Just
Because
name
it is
that.
good for farmers. If the traders
How
will,
say
that?
if the traders will purchase the goods from the farmers, and if the traders are getting the goods from the farmers, they are not getting just because they are paying the money to the farmers, and if the farmers are getting the money for their production. For their production, then it is obvious that they are getting benefited.
And
If
do you know?
But
Which
sometimes
do you know?
traders are purchasing the products in less amount from the farmers,
Yes.
and they are if the traders will just purchasing the the goods from the farmers in less amount, and after that for the export time they are just selling their products in high amount. So where is the profit for the farmer?
Okay.
Do you know?
Do you
If the
know one
farmers
phrase?
first
Do you
take
know?
the
Do you know
risk,
one
the
phrase?
money of
Do you know one phrase that something is better than nothing?
Yes.
If nobody will purchase from nothing to you, but you have a huge amount of things.
So
And
that's
That's the
Yeah,
situation.
so
So
that's what I'm saying. That
Yes,
And
that's
if
why I
something,
suffering
and if
from
somebody
it.
will purchase from you,
Because
then you will
of this,
obviously
the
get
farmers
benefited.
suffer.
so that's why I'm saying
Farmers
that government should come and government should prepare that crops so that
This is-
With
this
new
is-
law,
this
government
is
should
the-
also
Right, so-
launch new apps so that farmers get benefit from those.
This is the case which is only happening because of the lack of failures of the government now, and because of this, because government know that if the production will happen beyond our capacity, then the farmers will be free to sell their crops.
so it
to-
is the
to
duty of the
traders.
government, so that it is the lack of governments. No.
Oh,
So government should increase his.
means totally you do, totally you want that government should take the responsibility. You don't want to take the responsibility. Being
So
a citizen of India.
you are saying that farmers should be left out in the mercy of traders.
I am not saying
Yeah,
like
because
this.
there are no rules
And
and
I am
regulations
Then
for
no
what
no
they
no.
will do
Ready.
it then?
I am not saying this, and government too is not saying this. They are
Indirectly government
No.
saying because
Then
there is
why
no
the
rules and
societies
regulations.
is
They are
very
just
much
saying
high.
According to
this,
the
that be
farmers-
patient and follow the rules and regulation. And if something will, if and they are giving that guarantee, and Modi ji per day saying that
Modi Singh has no
in
value.
2016, Modi has said that the income of the farmer will be means the double till
I just need
2022.
to
What it
I
will
just
happen?
need to say that without happening anything, we should not be the ghost. First of all, believe and have a faith.
We have seen in Bihar for 14
First
years.
of all,
Yes, and the
Yeah,
society
we have
is
already
also.
seen.
Yes, I am also
The
from
farmer
Bihar. I have
society-
seen the condition of Bihar. That
Yeah.
what was the condition of Bihar earlier, and what is the condition of Bihar now?
In the
If
past
have you ever
3
visited to
years.
Bihar in recent time?
Does the farmer getting in the crops good value of their crops?
Yes, definitely. They are getting the good value of their crops, and they are also getting the new technology.
If
and the
they
seeds
get a good
and
value of the
pesticides.
crop, then
But-
what is the
but
reason
recent has-
behind the suicides?
Recent Australia saw that they are getting half the price of MSP.
What I have said now,
And
first of
as
all,
compared to
First
the
of
farmers
all,
of Punjab and Haryana.
you should don't talk.
If the farmers of Punjab and Haryana can get good facilities in APMC, why all over the India farmer cannot get that kind of facility in
Why
India?
the
First
discrimination
of all, I
is
think
going?
that we should never compare any person from anybody. They must have the different condition and
No,
situation.
if
for
they
the production.
can do,
And they
why
are-
all state cannot do that
and-
kind of things?
India is
If
the
I
country
can
where
be
all
the
the
IS
states
officer,
are
then why can't you be?
Okay, bhai.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yeah,
If
why
Kiran
you
Bedi,
can't?
if Kiran Bedi can be the IS officer, then why she is not becoming? Oh, sorry, she is too much means what? Younger than her. Why my mother is still a housewife? Why she is not the IS officer?
Because he
I
is
think
a
that
two-
this
and
is
the
because-
answer of eyes of
No,
his
no, no,
grandfather.
this
And
is
your
totally the
grandfather
unfair.
was not
No,
liable
no.
to just,
No,
This
no,
is-
no, no.
This is
This
because
is-
your mother has not got enough opportunity by the government.
She has got the enough opportunity.
No.
And even then, my what you can say, maternal grandfather is the headmaster. Means is the is principal of the government school. But instead, and I am what you can say, I am feeling very shame to say here that my mother is illiterate. Then what you want to say? There must be the condition and the situation.
What is the role of the mother in there?
Then what
No, he's just giving an example.
I just want to say that I think that we should not compare. We should not compare the farmers or the peoples of the Punjab or Haryana to the farmers of the Bihar. If you know the condition, if you got to know the condition of the farmers of the Bihar earlier, means after before that tenure of the Nitish Kumar, then you must have a feeling that just like the headache problem. Because even I think that this is not the problem of only the farmers. Nitish Kumar has done a very tremendous work in Bihar, and because of him, we are just
any government-
that Bihar.
If any government will not do good in their ruling years, then how they will be elected in the next election?
Yes, he is the most lovable CM, and I think that
He
very recently.
he is winning an election for 5 times.
I think Bihar has
This case totally corrupt.
in Bihar they are not they are mostly voting in the names of caste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then again you are
They are
saying
saying
that.
the-
Then again you are
they are
saying
saying
the
the
wrong
roads.
word.
Only
Okay.
getting the votes only by for the
No, no,
construction
no.
of the roads and railways. like that.
Again you are going on the wrong way. Again if you have said this one that we are in the Bihar voting has been always happening on the basis of the casteism. If this type of thing would have happened, then I think that today the BJP government has not been formed as the NDA government has been not reformed as the has not been come
Because normal
come
people
out of
have seen the
Union
growth.
Party.
Because normal
In
people
this
have seen the
election-
growth in
And,
the
and
ruling years.
you are saying about the casteism.
What about the
Suppose
farming?
that
Every
if
type
the
of
Rajya
every
I think we are going on different direction. Let's come to
no,
farming.
this is related to that. Because
No,
you
no,
have
no.
just
Listen, we are going to debate. You are saying that farmers, Haryana and Punjab farmers are doing that. Bihar
Better than-
can not do that kind of thing because they are a different situation and this is different
Different
situation.
if the same condition and if the same situation and if the same resources is available on the every group of the people, then only the comparison should be done. If the resources, if there is a lack of resources, if there is a lack of means what you can say that financial condition and whatever the condition which are required to
I think
in the-
my little knowledge of geography, the Bihar area is the most fertile area
yes.
of India, and most of the farming area it is very suitable for all kinds of crops. So there is no lack of technique to how to grow that kind of crops.
Yes.
And
this is
but
the same thing. Technique is
But-
technique.
Why the dis-
but the government of Punjab and Haryana has established that kind of market that farmers can easily go to the nearby market and sell their goods.
Sell it.
Why that kind of mandi and market are
Are
not made by
facilitated
the
in
Bihar?
as
In Bihar, there is several issues apart from this one, apart from the farming. But Punjab and Haryana, that kind of state are already developed. But Bihar is too much backward state, and the government is trying their best to make or to uplift that kind of state. And I think that, and it is what you can say. It is for the granted that for in the upcoming years, Bihar will also be in the queue of the developed state, and it will also give the.
If it isn't
But-
a developed state, then
It is
what
not a
about
developed.
the IAS officers
Oh,
who are coming from the
it is
Bihar?
the personal.
And
It is the personal
What
ability.
about
It is the
the
personal
opinion?
ability.
Mostly-
What's your opinion about the development of the Bihar?
Yes.
Yeah.
For establish any industry, factories?
Okay.
Why they are in-
What are the requirements?
Because the government
Wait,
are not.
1 minute. What are the requirements which are required to establish any type of factory or any type of industry in
You
the
were
area?
just saying that for the development of the Bihar. Now, what is the Bihar is doing?
Yeah. What?
Why the-
How many government? How many institute? How many new
When
colleges has
every-
been set up by the
Bihar is
Bihar government?
There has been lots of colleges. There has been lots of medical colleges has been set up after the tenure of after the tenure
How
of the
many there are
Nitish
lots
Kumar.
of?
Yes, according to their capacity, they have set up the medical colleges, or they have given the facility to the, what you can say, they have given the facility to the means school and colleges.
Can you
in
name,
every village,
name
in every village,
one or two new medical colleges which have been set?
in every village, in Nalanda,
In the
in
education
Nalanda and Patna, there is a means what you can say the medical colleges is of the international level, and the condition of the Bihar was that
Yeah, when
two is enough. What are the
I
numbers
think
in the Jharkhand?
to develop
What
as
are the
as
numbers
number.
number?
Bihar is not
It is
developed
better
as
than
a
nothing.
whole.
Who will
Why
ensure?
are
If-
if it is an
No,
international
listen,
level?
listen. If he is saying that much good medical in Bihar, why then Lalu Yadav recently has been sick? He has come to RIMS
So is it?
Sorry,
hospital.
do you know he is not in the home. He is in the he
So he's behind the bar.
and he is not allowed to go in to treat himself in the best of the medical hospitals in the Bihar.
I think-
he only be allowed to go in the AIMS, which is available in the Ranchi.
I think you will.
That's why
So-
he is.
Then
So because in Bihar there is not
Yes.
any government hospital, that's why they are not allowed.
Do you know what are the rules and regulations of the prisoner?
Yeah, tell me.
What? If you have a knowledge, then please say. He is just I am saying he is a prisoner.
Yeah.
He is a prisoner. That's why he is not allowed to go to
His local-
treat himself in the local area or the local authority. That's why, and he is present in the Ranchi jail, and that's why he is treated in the AIMS or in the nearby that of the Ranchi.
So is it right to? So is it right that what Haryana and Punjab had done few days ago in Red Fort? Is it right thing
the
done by
farmer
them?
protest.
They just said they will do protest peacefully, but we have seen how much they have
The
done
tractors
peacefully.
really just
They
happened.
have used a tractor as a tank in that parade.
I will say that it is a very unfortunate event and
The Khalid.
it is a mass movement. First of all,
We are also
it
we
is-
are also we are also knowing the phrase Jai Jawan and Jai Kisan. In the one point of view, we are seeing Kisan is throwing our constable in ditch. Is it right? Is it good?
Did you know 150 farmers have died in the protest?
And 300 also constable died in the.
Why have they have done?
They are protesting for their rights.
And means what are the reasons that they have died? There must
Due
be
to,
a-
The
due
there
to,
must have any
due,
reason.
The
due to
violence.
severe cold.
Due to severe cold.
Okay,
And
okay.
then who is the responsible of that government?
Yeah, government is
If you are-
why is
Okay,
not
okay.
solving their
Means you
problems?
mean to say that
No, no, it
if
is
you are
a wrong
protesting
time.
on the road, then
So-
this is the problem of the government, or that the government should provide you the house.
The
Government should-
Khalid the Khalid
Hello.
Khalid-
Government
If
should
you are-
resolve
if
as
you
soon
are
as
doing-
possible.
If you are doing something wrong thing, if you are doing some wrong thing and wrong behavior
So
against the
have you,
government, then you just
they-
want
they are pro- they are
that you just
protesting
want
for-
the government is providing
they are
listen,
rights,
listen,
they are protesting for
listen,
peaceful
listen.
peace.
It's so bad for
In
First of all, let me complete one
let
thing.
me complete. In any peaceful protest, in any peaceful protest, have you seen any sword had been brought by any peaceful
Haven't you
protester?
heard that there was some Khalistanis
They-
was presented?
They just
Who paid-
sword to
who
constable.
paid
In one video, I have seen that if a constable will not run away from his bike, his neck will be chopped at that time only.
I have seen many videos in that policeman is there and there are some anti-social element who are
I have-
attacking on farmers.
I have-
Then what will you say
I
about
have
it?
also seen that with the help of Kendra, we threw constable in that ditch of Red Fort.
And in the presence of policemen, many anti-social elements are attacking the farmer. What you will say about this?
They
Just
just
feel like
Who are these people?
they just spreading their own agenda through their through the Kisan Andolan.
If the power means, as you said that the farmer were
No. First of all, in the presence of police, some people are attacking on farmers. Who are these people?
They are just
Khalistani.
Khalistani, which
Which are attacking on farmers.
farmers, yes,
So
Previously I
whose
said
duty is
that.
to whose duty is to
protect them.
protect them or
so
to see these kind of activities?
Yes,
so is it necessary that you will do day long
Farmer
protest
are-
and
yeah.
in the night you will sit in massage chair. Have you seen in any protest? I have seen
From-
in G News report.
Because they came for the
What you are
paper.
saying that they are not union farmers? From 6 months in cold, they are sitting in.
They are
Yes,
sitting in
yes,
massage
yes.
chair at
Oh,
night and
No,
you can sit on massage for 6
Is
months.
it the happy
In
point?
open
Is
air.
the enjoyment of the
No,
enjoyment?
he is
It
saying
is the
that.
time of the enjoyment for the farmer in this type of.
Yeah, if they are paid
it
farmers,
is
they are
good that
enjoying
it
there.
is farmer.
Oh, how much cold in the
they,
environment.
they also brought gym equipment for
So you
building
have-
their
What essential commodities? May you say about some good thing of in that essential commodities?
If you know, please you can continue with your topic.
I mean that in which the essential commodities in 1955 the government has made the rule that no anyone can stock the too many materials. But now our government has passed the essential commodity rules in which the everyone who has the capacity to stock their stock the goods they can. So this is the good. Means that everyone can overstock the goods. Then what about the mean that this is the good
In which condition government is allowed to stop?
in the essential commodity?
In which condition there is government?
they can't do
There is
only in
no-
the
there
case
is-
when war and
Yes.
pandemic happens.
There
Yeah,
is a
that-
condition. There is
Essential
a
commodity
condition.
But it's now
are for
In
store
that
limit.
time,
but
not
And
in
that
the-
limit has been.
And in the other
pandemic
context,
condition
and in the other context, we see that government is also imposing that law in the pandemic case only on the corona
Yeah, what is
pandemic.
in the hurry? Government is in the time of pandemic in June they are
Yes.
passing their kind of bills. I think government intention is not to
I
benefit
think that
farmers.
I think that we are not capable that much that we should suggest government that when they should allow to pass that kind of a bill.
But is
Because
there
they
In
have-
the time of the
because-
election, they want
They
they
want
want
a
the
fair
vote
price.
for the
One minute.
only for the presidents of the
One
election.
minute.
They should just
They have-
they
they
should
have-
take the they just wants to take the decision of the farmers because they have their own productivity and they should just take the responsibility for it.
And they have not passed their this kind of bills in their personal house. They have passed this kind of bills in the parliament of the India. And I think that we should all follow. And they have not passed only just in an unjust manner. After the voting of the members of the
with the
parliament,
voting we have seen that.
after the
Without
voting,
the opinion of the
Yeah.
farmers.
Without the
now
opinion and
opinion of
without
farmers.
the-
They are the father.
without the
If
peace
they
and-
take the opinion of the farmers, then what is the
Bill is passed with
Yes.
both the consent of opposition and ruling
If
party.
they take
If-
more
if-
than what is
Okay,
There
okay,
should be
okay.
proper debate for any.
if for all the means rules and regulations, if they are going to take the suggestion from everyone,
No.
from the
It is
citizens of
a
India,
part of
then
the
it will
No, no,
be
no,
very
no.
long time.
They
It
are
will take a very long
independent.
time.
They are only dependent
There should
only
be
for
a
the
leader in
farming
that
and only
group.
for the cultivation of their own goods. Their
Yeah.
whole life is dependent on it.
Do
You
you know?
know,
Do you know?
one-
They should
There is
just
also
give
the
the fair
frontier.
prices.
There is also the there had been also the frontier of the Punjab. There had been also the frontier of the Haryana. There had been also the frontier of Bihar. When this type of bill had been passed on that in the parliament. And what is the work of frontier? They listen the problems of our citizens of their locality, and then after that get selected or they give the suggestion in the parliament. And if they had not problem at that time, then why they are facing or why they are rising problems now? Because they were the person who gave the vote in the favor of this type of bill. Then only this type of bill will emerge as an act.
I think one of the shocking facts I will tell you, an RTI has been filed by the people that before making these kind of bills, how many farmers union or how many farmers committee has been they have consulted, and the result of RTI is that they don't have any kind of record that which kind of farmers they have talked before making these kind of
Is
bills.
there rules and regulation in the parliament that they should consult?
Yeah, if you are making certain bills for some
Yes,
community,
for the
then you
farmers,
must
then
ask, you
ask
must take
them.
suggest.
for
After the
some
incident,
community, for that kind of community, there once again I am saying there is a frontier, means there is a leader of that area.
No,
to
they
give the vote.
didn't have.
And now what the government is doing? they are requesting, government is requesting per day to that farmers that if you have a problem, if you have this much problem, then don't come in the mass. Come as a means you choose the frontiers, means amongst the farmers you choose the frontiers of 4 to 5 members of the people. Then come in front of me, and I will try to make you understand. And even then you, if you don't have the clear evidence from me, from the government side, then we will think on this. But what they are doing, just they are but they are just rigid on their topic that this bill should be denied, this bill should be denied. Then I think that if they are behaving like this, then this is not fair. And they have shown their negativity on the 26th of
If
January.
I will give you poison, then what you will do?
After the incident which had happened in Red Fort,
You will say
70%
that,
of
no,
farmers
I will
had
try
been
first,
retreated,
then I will see what
and
will
only
happen.
and only 30%
New
are
bill
left.
are like poison for them. That's why they are against them.
So,
It must be removed from them.
This is not like as you have said, because most of the people means there is the what are the numbers of the farmers in India?
15 crore.
Uh,
And only 11 lakh of farmers are protesting.
All the people
Then what
cannot
about-
go to Delhi
Because
from
of
their
that,
house.
they have
So
also-
they can do protest in
So
their
what
own
you
place.
They are
want-
protesting.
what
No,
you
no,
want
no,
is
no,
the
no.
farmers
Only
are
media
not
saying
there.
Punjab and Haryana.
You
Punjab
are
and Haryana.
not doing properly research because from
Okay.
Maharashtra, from Rajasthan, from UP.
Sir,
So all
the
media,
government-
so all media are providing those information which I have seen that only
Because
Haryana
in-
and Punjab are Punjab and Haryana are
You thought about the legality of the farmer bill because according to 7th schedule, the power and allocation of this kind of activity has been given to state list. That according to entry number 18, 26 and 46, the collection of tax and any kinds of products of agriculture, it is the rights of state to do any kinds of activity on that thing. So, do you think that central government is trying to disturb the federalism of our constitution?
According to the second law, hoarding can be done by both the party, whether it is dealer or whether it is farmer. But how can a farmer do hoarding? According to one phrase I know, his home's roof was dripping, yet he asked for the blessings of rain. Then how he can do hoarding?
Yes, I think that we all have discussed very nicely on this topic, and I think that we should not means we are the person who are not we are the person who are not the decision maker. We should only observe that what is happening, and we should suggest if we can by the passionate way. And I think that
There are very many great economists are present in the government office who can decide whether it is right or wrong.
and I think that we are just passing the student life, and we should focus mainly on our studies. And I think that there are the greats which are present in Indian politics
Great economists.
and Indian what you can say the
Manmohan Singh are one of
rules
them.
and regulation system, and we should let this type of responsibility on themselves only. I think that by this word I would like to close this topic, and viewers, if you have any suggestion, then please drop in the comment box.
Please subscribe.